Hey guys, welcome to a new video. Today in our planning day we are going to look at an opponent's base, to see how we can attack their base, making sure we get maximum stars. And on today's agenda is number 18 Banana Rampage Atomic Age, level 284. Unfortunately, our ally has not unlocked the spying technology, so we can't see their university or museum. But judging by how maxed out this base is for an Atomic Age, I'm going to assume that they have pretty good defensive stats. Looking around, we can see that there is a missile silo pretty close to the town centre, which will be pivotal. I'll go through that later. An exposed fort, and also many resource buildings inside the walls. So I will show you in a moment how to exploit these to making sure that I'm getting maximum stars for this attack. Hey guys, if we're jumping into the screenshot of this base, we can see that there is a missile silo here which we'll need to take care of as our number 1, and also a number 2, the fort with the 3 level 45 generals. The important thing to note is that there is no rocket arsenal present in this base, as that one does not unlock until Cold War Agent, I believe. First things first, we're going to have to take care of this missile silo here. So we're going to send a fighter jet through and then 2 lots of paratroopers in. And then secondly, we're going to bait out these fort generals before the blitzkrieg. This is important because we want them isolated and by themselves. We don't want them to be like held back by the blitzkrieg. We want them to come out early, face off the mortars, and the mortars should deal with them effectively. Now, after the paratroopers get deployed, the generals are going to be deployed in this rough area here, which should mean the fort activates and they spawn. Now, we shouldn't get too much rubber from anything else. We should only really get this tank depot coming towards us, but apart from that, troops-wise, just forest defenders. No town centre troops or anything at the moment. If we change it to a yellow here, we can see that once we get to about this point of the line, like once we destroy all this, once we get to about this point of the attack, I will blitzkrieg. The plan is to blitzkrieg, make it a nice pink, this sort of area. This covers the town centre and also the parliament. The parliament will destroy our generals, any tanks we get, any tanks we betray, or town centre troops perhaps. It's important that we take care of that, as that is a quick firing troop unit. As such, for the troop tactics I'm planning on bringing, I think a healing troop tactic to keep our forces alive. That'll mean that I won't need to bring a first aid. I think I don't need to bring a first aid because using decoys in this sort of base with 1, 2, 3, and 4 anti-tank guns right next to the town centre, I think the decoys or even sabotages will be a better use of my tactics. But once we deployed the army, let's bring it back to a red for the army. The army's going to be deployed in here. Go straight forward, as I said, to this line. The assault rally will not be used in this one. We're going to let the attack flow and be reactive. So obviously we want 1 and 2 anti-tank guns to be destroyed, but main focus is obviously on the town centre. Now, once the town centre is destroyed, we want to either avoid the 2 anti-tank guns and the parliament at the back or go for them straight away. I think a recon troop tactic here as well would be really nice, just to be able to help out our troops, make sure the damage buff is being utilized in the way that will benefit us the most. If we use it earlier during getting the town center down and stuff, the blitzkrieg should be on, so we shouldn't have defenders to deal with. But if there are defenders, that'll mean that they are basically one shot. Once this town center gets destroyed, the paratroopers will be sent off to deal with all this outside base stuff, and we should bring another betrayal as well for these 2 factories on the side. We could probably get both of them in one, because you can have up to 3, I think, betrayed in every attack. This will all be paratrooped as well. So our siege should hopefully go this way into the main part of the base, and then the rest is just clean up. So that was a pretty concise, quick version of it, but I hope that all makes sense, and we'll see how the attack lays out on War Day.
Okay, let's go.
Hey guys, coming at you with my post attack feelings. This time we're trying it without sound in the gameplay, because last video we had lots of trouble with trying to like hear my actual voice. The only way you could really understand what I was saying is through the captions. So this time I've turned the sound off for the replay. Now let's hope it captured what actually happened so I can explain it to you as it was happening. Now, these fighters and paratroopers came in the wrong direction. I thought they were going to come from this side where our main army deploys. In the end, I end up hesitating with the sabotage and killing one of my not paratroopers, like one of my transports in the process, which was quite sad. But all good attackers can recover, so I just kept on with my attack, deploying my entire army down. Got the recon above the castle to try and get those generals, but Cleopatra's decided to walk out the other door and sent the engineer in to breach the walls. Now once that's done, I believe I get the rally down pretty soon. I think I wait actually for these buildings to be destroyed. Oh, and we're going in anyway. So obviously you got to get through the slowing down of all the traps. I felt very nervous at this point of the attack because I saw so many town center troops coming for me, but I betrayed the attack helicopters. The siege got the town centre, and I was all right. We survived with heaps of mortars, as you'll see. They're all getting the troops still. So the attack's looking all right. If we speed it up here a little bit. This parliament was being very annoying, so I just reconned it and sabotaged it. That meant basically anything could one-shoot it, and it would be dead. These heavy tanks, just decoys, as I said, numbers in the tackles will get it done. Basically distracted long enough for the siege to be able to do what it needed to do in that area. Just recon, clean up job now. I thought it was a very clean attack considering what happened at the start with the loss of our paratroopers, like loss of the transport. I thought I was able to recover quite well and deal with all the adversity in the town centre troops and stuff coming at us with the steroids. I forgot about this building, but we all know we get it. We get that 5-star. The replay doesn't show it accurately. One thing I will point out for next time, I need to be more aware of where his traps will likely be. I didn't think that it'll be clumped up, but I didn't also plan about his traps at all. So if that had been played better, that could have been a problem for me, but I thought in the end, a bit of luck, bit of skill, in the end, ended up 5-starring him. I would just like to add, going back and editing the video, I thought it was a very well planned attack. The only thing that went wrong was losing our transport early. We only lost one, and forgetting to blitzkrieg just because there was so much drama going on. Apart from that, I thought I recovered very well and managed to get the 5 stars regardless. So, very good attack and very well planned to get us in that situation. If you like content like this, make sure you subscribe, like the video for the next video, and I will see you very shortly.